This is immigration attorney Parviz Malakouti, and if you're a DACA recipient, this is very, very important. I want to make sure that you don't make a mistake that one of my clients made, and it's something that I see people talk about and have misunderstanding about all the time, okay? So if you are a DACA recipient, you have to apply initially and renew using the I-821D, okay? On the I-821D, page 4, part 4, question 1, it asks if you've ever been arrested or convicted of any crime. I have it right here. I'm going to read the question for you, and I'm going to tell you what one of my clients did and why it was a mistake. Okay, the question reads, have you ever been arrested for, charged with, or convicted of a felony or misdemeanor, including incidents handled in juvenile court in the United States? Okay, have you ever been arrested for, charged with, or convicted of a felony or misdemeanor, including incidents handled in juvenile court in the United States? Okay, my client was arrested for a misdemeanor. He went through a program, okay, he completed the program, and he eventually got the conviction dismissed, okay? What should he have answered on this question? Should he have answered yes, or should he have answered no because the conviction was dismissed? He answered no, and that answer is wrong, okay? He was he was arrested. Even if he wasn't convicted, he was arrested, and therefore, regardless of what happened after the arrest, he had to have answered yes to this question, okay? Because it asks, have you been arrested or convicted? That means that if either one applies, you have to answer yes to this question, okay? This is a very, very important point, and I see a lot of DACA recipients on Facebook and social media thinking that because they were arrested, but somehow the conviction, the case was adjudicated, that they don't have to answer yes to this question. That's incorrect, okay? It's a very important point. And a lot of these DACA recipients, I've even heard them say, okay, yeah, I submitted it and I was approved. So I guess that's it. It's not going to be a problem. Wrong. Okay. There's a ground of inadmissibility in immigration called material misrepresentation. It's memorialized in INA 212 subsection A6C, misrepresentation. This provision basically says that if you make any material misrepresentation of fact in trying to get an immigration benefit, you're going to be inadmissible, which means basically that as a result, you're not going to be able to get a green card in the future, okay? So this is something, if you're a DACA recipient, and if you've done this, if you made this mistake, which is an honest mistake, I get it. I understand why it can be confusing. But if you've made this mistake and you're thinking, okay, hey, it's already done, there's nothing left to be done, I already got approved for DACA, it's not going to affect me anymore, you might be sadly mistaken, because several years in the future, or maybe a year in the future, or maybe this year, whenever you qualify potentially for a green card, you might go through that green card process and you're going to have to disclose that arrest, okay? And if it's shown that you answered no to that previously and now you answer yes, that could be construed as a misrepresentation, okay? So that's an important point. If you're in that situation, you do need to contact an immigration attorney for at least a consultation, if not a representation. Now, moving on, what can be done? Let's say that this happened already. My client, what can be done for my client? One possible solution that's on the table is called a timely retraction, okay? Timely recantation, excuse me. I believe it's a recantation. I always forget, recantation, retraction, recantation, I believe is the term, timely recantation. It means the same thing. Basically, it means that if you find that you've made this mistake, okay, you can tell immigration and basically take back that statement, answer the correct statement, okay, so that you've basically been above board, you've been open and honest with them, okay? Now, what does timely mean? There's a lot of case law out there to discuss what exactly a timely recantation is versus untimely. And basically what it means is it's timely if you do it as soon as you find out about the mistake and before you've been caught, okay? That's a general summary of what a timely recantation means, okay? Again, if you're in this situation, you need to contact an immigration attorney for a consultation, if not a representation on this issue, okay? Because you want to make sure that you clear the air on this so that in the future, as a DACA recipient, once a path to green card, to legal permanent residence opens up, that you're not going to have this hurdle standing in your way, okay? So that's it. Remember, I-821D, page 4, part 4, question 1. If you've ever been arrested, you need to answer yes, regardless of what happens to the case after you are arrested. Okay, so I hope that helps.